A Hamilton County teacher is back behind bars awaiting sentencing. He was found guilty on all of the child sex abuse charges against him.
Local 3's Madison Sims followed each day of the trial, and today she spoke with District Attorney General Coty Wamp about how much effort went into getting justice in this case.
Thursday night, a 12-person jury found Duane Sanders guilty on all 15 of his charges. That includes 7 counts of continuous sexual abuse of a child, 7 counts of aggravated sexual battery, and 1 count of aggravated rape of a child. District Attorney Coty Wamp says the indictment from June of 2023 had 19 charges, but 4 of them were dismissed because 2 of the boys did not take the stand.
It was best for them to not actually be able to testify at trial. And those families were supportive and they were involved, but just when it came down to whether their child could take the stand, they just couldn't for whatever reason.
Stephanie Brown was the child sex abuse prosecutor in the trial. Wamp says she played a key role.
There isn't another prosecutor in my office that would have had the time and energy to put into this type of case. So you have to have a child sex abuse prosecutor if you're going to be serious about these types of cases and these types of trials.
Alongside Brown were prosecutors Nicole Evans and Roger Lane. She also thanked lead victim witness coordinator Rose Cainday for her role in supporting the victims and their families.
And Rose, from day one, has walked with these families. She's been the one that's communicated with them. She's been in every meeting. She's held their hands. That's the backside of the DA's office that nobody gets to see, but it is quite the operation.
She says because of the length of the case, her team worried some of the boys wouldn't make it to trial.
Even though you've spent so much time with these kids and you've prepped them and you've got them comfortable with the courtroom and everything, you still just expect and assume that a couple of them might not be able to do it when it actually comes time.
She says she's happy with her team's work, but the real heroes are the 7 boys who testified.
Because those boys, they had a decision, they could be victims and they could try to move on from it, or they could be survivors and they could face it and be the heroes, and that's what they did.
Sanders' conviction of aggravated rape of a child carries an automatic sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Duane Sanders is never going to leave the Department of Corrections because our state legislature several years ago said this is the worst of the worst crime, and if you commit it, you do not belong in society.
Wamp says she wants this case to send a clear message.
Nothing is more significant than our kids, and so anybody across our county that thinks we don't take this serious, they need to look at Duane Sanders and look at where he's at.